You played me, Melissa. You changed the camera angle, and now Bruce has more camera time than me.
This guy's playing.
That's crazy. Oh my gosh! I eat my rice with cabbage. Cabbage! Woo! Woo! Hey! Hey! Ooh, cabbage! Hey! 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 Let's see me short. Oh my gosh! Alright, so let me just make sure everything is on. Go ahead and put these bad boys on or whatever. It's not happening.
A few moments later.
I don't care. Okay, you guys go ahead and say something. Something.
Something.
Speak again.
Yo, mama.
Oh hell no!
I was confused. I was hoping to say speak again. I didn't know what to say. Oh my gosh. Hey, Sugas. You like do.
Yo.
Spirit fingers? Spirit fingers, all of that jazz. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, hello. Beautiful people. Welcome to the first episode of a semester off. Woo! Bruce's eyebrows like, you should okay, and there's some noise in there like, right. Okay, so I am your host, Meli. And today our featured hosts are
Maya.
I'm Bruce.
Ooh. Okay. I'm feeling this energy. Maya. And I'm Bruce. You saw, he came up all the way with it. Okay, all right.
All his bird chest came out.
I cannot deal. All right, so y'all, as you can clearly see, I am super excited about this podcast. You don't even understand. Oh my goodness, I had this like idea for a couple of months, and now it's like
It's really happening.
look at what I know. Oh my god. So of course, before we begin, I probably should explain where a semester off kind of came from. Basically, you just be in school for forever, for real. So when we came from Palm Beach State, how long is forever?
Like forever, ever.
You better get your degree and dip, okay? Because the way college is set up, you will be broke forever, okay? So basically, yeah, right. So the concept came from when myself and the fabulous Maya here.
You're so fabulous.
I can't. When we decided to transfer from Palm Beach State, shout out to Palm Beach State. Listen, do not knock community college, Palm Beach State. I don't know about other community college, but the way Palm Beach State is set up, I will never regret going to Palm Beach State. Like, it was lit. But back to the story.
I don't regret going, but I regret my grades.
Listen, baby, I ain't mad at my grades. So I was
Struggling just to survive.
right. So got to Clark, Atlanta,
Gang.
right. Shout out to Clark, Atlanta, and you not right. You really not right now. So shout out to Clark, Atlanta. We got to Clark, Atlanta, and I realized, oh my gosh, like
There's a lot of black people.
that's not what I realized. Okay, that is not what I was gonna say. What I was gonna say was, dang, I've been in school for forever. I was low-key hot because, Clark don't offer no scholarships to transfer students. It's not, my GPA was great, but whatever. I ain't mad. But it's still a good school. But so I realized, I'm in college and there's all this information that I don't remember. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and half the time you remember 99.9% of the time that like Charlemagne is saying or somebody else is saying. So I was like, you know what? I want to take a semester off and kind of make my own decisions, try to figure out different ways to learn things, and meet some interesting people in the meantime. So hopefully, you have some fun on this podcast. You listening to us and you can like learn some things that will stay with you. All right now? All right. All right, so of course, we have some of our segments today. We basically begin each podcast episode until further notice. With any adventures or epiphanies you had, anything. What's your week been like? Okay, go ahead, Maya. Be great. Take off.
My week. It's been okay. Like, my week was okay. You know, I didn't work the whole week. And then I went back to work, and that's when everything just, you know.
Please don't fire her. Okay.
It's not even, no, it's not that.
We're trying to make sure we have rent.
It's not even that, you know. It's just the people.
Right.
You know, interacting with people is not one of my strong points. I just say that. I'm not trying to get fired.
You know, that's every job that you gotta interact with people. You gotta make sure your employer don't listen to this, because you know what?
He'll probably put me at a desk job.
Right, okay.
Whatever skills, not talking to people. Okay, that should go on. You?
So I'm definitely not referring Maya. Okay. What about you? Any epiphanies, adventures, anything crazy happened this week?
I mean, nah, not really, but every week or every day is an adventure if you make it.
True. This is facts. Look at Maya's face! I'm so sorry.
I feel like he went on his phone and looked up a quote to say, but
Oh my god!
Off the checklist.
Oh my
I'm on
god!
TV, Mom.
Right!
I'd like to thank God. Like, what are you doing?
Next question.
He's so proud of himself, and you're over here like encouraging him.
So dumb.
Like, oh my God, great, really?
I am forever weak. Yo, Bruce right now is like,
I'm so
you know,
upset.
like when something really cool is happening, but you want to be real chill about it. This is Bruce right now. Bruce is like, yo, I'm low key excited, but I ain't gonna tumble some shit because you know what? We gotta keep it cool. You know what
I'm
I'm
on
saying?
TV.
You know what?
Okay. Maybe a computer screen, but okay.
Okay, whatever. You know, somebody can put the HDMI to the TV.
Thank you.
I was
Thank you, making sure.
Technology.
Understood.
right. Bars.
Okay.
So, I guess my week was pretty good, for the most part. I don't know why, but today, usually I'm like in a super chill mood, but today was not it. But yesterday was it, okay?
So
I don't know.
today, Sunday, God's day, is not it for you.
You know, every day is good for me. Every day is God's day. But I finished my a little program that actually Bruce sent to me, the Warren Dunn, I believe. Yeah. His charity was doing Count on Your Futures program, and so basically you got to learn all of these things about like financial stuff and whatever. And y'all know me, I'm trying to build this
money, right?
You know what I'm saying? So anything that's like informational, I really appreciate you sending that to me. I actually have to tell you that. Yeah, I don't appreciate you not showing up.
You didn't have to put that out. I was there in spirit.
Right. But
I ain't gonna send somebody something and not go.
and it was so beneficial. And I did not even know that Warren Dunn was a football player, which is so sad. It's so sad. I hope he never hears this. But I didn't know he was a football player.
I mean,
just
you
thought-
hope he hears this. Hey, shout out.
Well, or done.
Right, like shout out.
8-time ho.
I'm so weak, but no, I didn't know he was a football player, and I didn't know who he was. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I watch football, but I don't watch football.
Okay, so you hear about football.
Yeah, I hear about you.
Okay.
You know that sounds accurate. So the program was really cool. You got to learn. Well, I guess really cool for somebody like me because I really like learning about money. So it might have been real boring to certain people. You know, Jackson didn't want to go. You know, you can't get impressions to go to money meetings, but you know, I'm like, oh. So at the end of the program, for anyone who wants to do the program, because they have it in spring and the fall. They have it, yeah, they basically give you, they don't give you, you know what I'm saying, but they basically plant like $200 seed money for you, and you match it with like a $50, and you can basically, they help you choose an investment. It's your choice, but they help you choose an investment, and then on top of that, they match your dollar, every dollar after that, up to $300, y'all. This is serious, okay? This is like a nice little scholarship, but it's gonna help you long term. So definitely look out for that. If I can get the young lady's email, I will go ahead and probably put it on my Instagram or something so that you guys have access to it. I'm sorry I keep moving like this. The mic keeps like going in and out, but that's besides the point. All right, so we went over our little adventures and epiphanies and whatever. Great. So just to kind of start off, right? So a semester off, you're trying to be rebellious, not really, but you're just trying to do something different.
Yeah, you're trying to save money.
This is true. This is true. So has there ever been a time when you've gone against the grain or gone against... No, and Bruce do this every day. He probably do something you're not supposed to do every day, but done something
I'm
that...
an outstanding citizen for the United States of America.
Now we know you're guilty because when people add extra truth.
I think his Uber's outside. These folks.
So I guess like me being like against the norm would be like me not going to school this semester. Like I'm not gonna lie, at first, you guys saw my face. I was like, what? I'm not going to school this semester. I mean, I don't got the money for it, but it took me some time. So any experiences you want to speak on?
I mean, we're going to school is just, making sure with your money. School.
Anything though. Like
school's fun. The experiences you learn, you meet a lot of different people, and you never know who are the people that will put you on to the next journey or adventure you might have. I had a lot of good friends at college, and every single one of them I still try to keep up with to this day, and everybody's doing their own thing, and that was a big part of me going to Clark, was just meeting new people and getting out of my comfort zone.
That's what's up. So has there been a moment, not necessarily with school, but in life that you needed to take a break and then you just went complete like badass like on everything?
I mean, yeah, you have to.
These
pick.
bills?
That's what you're talking about. Right, for real. I'm like, girl, I'm months behind on my car payment. I don't know how to feel. Like I'm just like, like you didn't hear that. Times is hard. Side chick disclaimer.
He's going against, credit scores.
Trying to buy a house, y'all.
That money, yeah, for sure. A lot of it would come from, I don't know, I just sort of have to gauge every week for what I might want to do, and it's hard to anticipate every detail of things that's going to happen, but you just try to run with it and go with the flow.
You are giving me these Kanye West type answers to stuff. I love you.
We gonna start there?
But you know what it's like? You like, okay, yo, tell me about the time when you experienced it, and you like, but in the world, there's evenness.
Hey, I'm on TV, y'all. I'm just trying to show out for the folks. Gang. I don't see it, so we in here. Yeah.
I can't. Okay, but I respect that. I'm not gonna lie, Bruce is like that guy. If he's giving a speech, you call him Bruce. Cause sorry, we had a little filming situation. But we're back. Okay, perfect. So we are about to jump right into what's popping. All right. So I'm gonna just go over all the little topics, and whatever we get to, but whatever we don't, it's all right. So first things first, May is Mental Health Awareness Month, Mental Health Month, and that is so legit because I actually didn't know that. I found that out today. And then we're also gonna talk about this brake truck that let all this money out on the highway. You heard about this, right?
The what?
So right. So
this is me. I'm broke and you.
Yeah, we will get there.
You're running out on me.
We will get there. All right. The Dollar Tree
It's
employee.
okay.
No, of course not. It's money. The Dollar Tree employee. That got whooped. So no, actually, an employee of the Dollar Tree, or is it Dollar General? Dollar General. What's the green place? The green store, the little green store. Everything's a dollar.
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree. Okay, that's what I thought. All right, so
The ASOP was $1. That's not $1.
So this employee whooped a little boy's behind. He was like, I want to say he looked like he could have been a good like 12 to 14.
I want to ask what race or color.
Black on black crime. That is not funny. And then
I'm gonna keep my opinions until we get to that point.
Facebook is doing online dating, and the last thing, if we get there, Khloe Kardashian was spotted at the Cavs game supporting good old, truly old Tristan Thompson. All right, but first things first, May is Health Awareness Month. One second, y'all. This guy that's supposed to be off camera but is doing the most to be on camera, who is Cliff.
Are you gonna talk about what's Travis Scott's girl name?
Did you
Her
hear
baby. Her baby looks like her security guard.
I'm sorry, did you hear her mention that?
Huh?
Did she mention it?
What? I was asking her why did she mention it. I think that was big.
What did Travis Scott
I
do?
don't know.
The kid looks like her security guard. Just not his kid.
It's life. I mean, what can I say?
Damn, but you can't do my dog Travis like that though.
Maybe he's related to a security guard.
It's good.
Maybe
Officer,
they're brothers, and then Gene just cost him.
officer's gonna shoot him.
I'm gonna need a edit out. Okay, so yeah, with May being Mental Health Awareness Month, I didn't know that. Did y'all know that?
No, I did not.
I didn't
You
know
knew
that. You knew that? Really? Oh my goodness. Okay, well,
Is there like a color for mental health?
like
You know
little
how,
ribbons and stuff?
yeah, you know how breast cancer is pink, and you have your little ribbons, and you show out.
Huh?
I don't know the color.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know that, but I think honestly that's something that is crazy important, especially in the Black community. To all college students in school right now, I want to say a good 90% of schools have free counseling, and that's definitely something you should take advantage of. I'm not sure if you guys have ever talked to someone, but I have, none crazy, but it's actually real convenient. It's nice to have somebody hear you out. So I'm telling you, all college students, the stigma on just going to get help and just talking to somebody. If you go and get help for yourself, maybe you can just be there to help someone else, especially somebody who's in your family. You know what I'm saying? So I went. It was very rewarding, and it was literally like you're having a conversation and you don't know. You don't think that this person's judging you. And on top of that, the person that I talked to, she was Haitian. I was like, Shimmy! I was like, Baby! Right. Because it just means so much, like you don't even understand. Like, if you are in college,
Shout out to my Haitian girls.
Yes, 99% of the time, if they do have counseling, there should be no shame in your game in requesting somebody that is African American or can relate to you on any type of level, you know what I'm saying? Because it does make a difference when you're talking to somebody and you're trying to get just like advice on anything. I'm so done with you right now, Cliff. But and it really did feel good, and I feel like I could go ahead and take that information and just help, don't be the therapist for your family now, because they're gonna hit you with so you go to college and you think you just beat me now. Right, you just go diagnose us now. But yeah, have you guys ever like talked to someone counseling, anything kind of like that?
Yeah, I'm Harvey Shake, shout out.
Right, that's right, girl, yeah. We was in that session together, boo.
Okay, so yes, I'm Harvey Shake. I did go talk to someone. She was Haitian, of course, it's South Sudan. I was like, girl. But I guess it was weird for me because I never actually had to open up about my past and certain things I went through. So it was weird because you said it was comfortable, it was like a conversation. I was looking at this lady like,
right,
what do you want from me? Because she was like
that.
Because she was like, okay, where do you want to start? I'm like, I want to leave, but I'm here. But I'm here. So it was kind of hard for me to just like come out. Like it took me like 3 sessions, even though I stopped going after the 3rd session. I was like, she's trying to get too much. I started crying the 3rd session. That's why I stopped going.
I was crying before I went to go see her. I was like, yo, somebody gonna think I'm tripping, okay? Because I'm acting different. But
exactly, and I'm not gonna lie. In college, there's a lot of stereotypes and stigmas going around about people needing help, and they think it means you're crazy or there's an actual problem with you. But sometimes you really just need to like de-stress and talk to someone. Yeah. Someone that has no personal connection to you, so therefore it's easier to talk and you like not feeling judged versus speaking to a mom and she looking at you like, child, you don't go in there, like
right. So, especially Caribbean parents. I don't know about
exactly Caribbean parents. They're like, mom. Exactly. They'll be like, mom, I think I'm depressed. You need to go to sleep or drink some Caribbean parents. It's really hard to come out and speak to them because I'm not sure why necessarily, but I feel like they just weren't raised that way, Yeah. So it's always everything with Caribbean parents. Any problem you have, illness, you have to drink tea. Like whatever it is, you broke an arm, drink some tea, it's gonna heal. Like,
yo, that's a real thing. You see see it on like social media, you see it on Instagram.
Like,
That's
it's a meme, but it's a real thing. Like,
that's like for real. Have you ever heard that? Like about how like Caribbean parents will make you drink tea for everything? Like your boyfriend, your boyfriend, a whole boyfriend, not even a half, not a quarter, a whole boyfriend will break up with you and they be like, Melissa, Sugas, hey, go drink some tea. And then the ginger tea, oh my god.
I know.
Oh my god.
So I feel like, because I have to admit, even when I was going to therapy, I was kind of scared. Like I was walking down the hallway, like looking at who's here, who's not, you know.
Right, who's gonna see you?
Exactly. If there's kids in the hallways, I'm leaving. Like I'm just like, I don't need it today. Like
right.
So
and I'm like, go ahead.
I'm
sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna lie, that lady, she did a great job in being invisible because you know when you owe somebody money, it's like shame, and you be like, yo, I can't look you in the eye. I was worried that I may see her on campus, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's
she was a student, but I never saw this lady.
Yeah, I never
that
saw
lady.
her. She was literally, she came in, did her job, and that was it.
Yeah,
like my first session, like it was awkward for me because I was just like, she was like, hey, how you know the introductions? How are you? And then, you know, she asked me what I am, you know, the whatever. And that's how I found out she was Haitian. But it was weird because I was just literally staring at her. I was just like, okay.
What you want from me?
Like, break the ice. Like, you got to agree for this. Break the ice. You know, of course I was being a little hard because I didn't want to open up. You know, it was my first time. And so it was just like, it was very weird. And like opening up, it was just like, I didn't feel like I was being judged. But I just felt like, I almost felt like a victim because I don't like feeling like a victim, you know.
Yeah.
So it was just like I don't want to tell you my story and feel pity for me because it makes me feel like a victim. But I didn't tell her that. But I was just like going there the first day, it was kind of hard. And then throughout the sessions up to my third session when I actually started opening up because I ended up crying, I was just like, fam, you doing too much, like like I thought it was some kind of like witchcraft or something. I was like,
disclaimer, no, Haitians do not equal witchcraft.
Oh yeah, disclaimer. I wish I would.
But
it was kind of hard, but I give her props. Like she really knew when I stepped back and looked at everything from a different angle. She really knew what she was doing. She was very helpful. Like I feel like she really deserved that degree. And shout out to the Haitian ladies, making a way for us, paving that way. Go ahead, girl.
Yeah, it was so humble. Has there ever been a time where you went to go seek to just talk to somebody, or because I know a lot of black people. I love my black people. Yes, I do. But prayer, it's not gonna fix everything. Granted, it does help. It does help because it feels great to be connected to something that's bigger than you. Mm-hmm. But sometimes it just
you actually need that outlet.
You need somebody that's gonna be there.
It's like I feel like I don't want to say black people have this way of thinking, but it's just like I remember once at work, I was having an anxiety attack.
What happened?
Is that moving?
Yeah, it is. If you see the timer, yeah, it's moving.
I remember once at work I was having an anxiety attack, and this guy came up to me. He was black, unfortunately, and he was just like, what do you mean you're having an anxiety attack? You're black. We don't do that. I'm like, what do you mean? Like,
right.
I was so mad. I was like, what does that mean? Like, like that's so. After that night, I sent him a link to Palm Beach State that he clearly had to apply. Like, he clearly had to apply to a school.
Yeah, it's a real thing. We black people do have anxiety. Black people do have depression.
We're all people. It's not a race thing. We're all people.
Right.
That's
it's like they expect you to take so much strength from everything, and I can be during a particular time in my life when I was dealing with a lot of stress. Even now, sometimes I do have breakdowns, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll be like super happy, and then but when I'm down, it's like I can't even, and I don't mean to. It's just something that constant talking to somebody and having a good support team. But what about you? You ever reached out to somebody or ever? It doesn't even have to be called a therapy session. It could just not. You want to go talk to a dog. You know what I'm saying?
I have a question for you after you answer your question.
Yeah, shout out to Mr. Pearson. Shout out to Dr. Brooks. In my earlier years and stuff, they had.
Oh, you're sick. No, I'm joking.
This is what's wrong with the world. This is what's wrong with the world. No, this is not what we're doing right now. All right.
You're changing one of the world on QN.
They were just positive dudes. Mr. Pearson, he was school counselor, and Dr. Brooks was just a counselor I met. They were always good people to just go through and speak about. I think they saw a lot of going on in my life, and so they wanted to be able to at least speak to me before I guess I went down the unpopular path and things like that. So they just always be good people to come in and talk to. It was a lot to go through high school. It was a lot to sort of get people to understand that there's just a lot to go on, and when you have to be able to articulate that, and you have people that can listen to you, it just makes you feel better.
Yeah, that is so true. And I really, because I know sometimes for women, we're more prone to go and get help.
That was my question. Like, go ahead.
I would just be so worried because I got 2 little brothers and I love them more than anything. And you know, I be going to talk to Jackson. You know, when I be going to talk to Jackson, I be like, Jackson, you know, what's going on? You gotta come to Jackson a certain way, like, hey, what's going on in life? Cause yo, bruh, right? You go to Jackson like, so Jackson, tell me about your feelings. He be like, hey, y'all,
no, I ain't about that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And Jason, you know, he's a Libra. Me and Jason are like, bam, you know, Jason will talk to me, but he won't tell me in a way that he sounds mushy, you know what I'm saying? He be like, you know, this thing with no homo, but you know,
I'm sad right now. I'm like,
you talking about your feelings? Right. But
so my question is like, because I also know people like male figures who feel as if like there's like, you know, when you've gone through something, you could see that somebody else is going through that thing, or you could feel it in their energy that I think, you know, you might be a little stressed out. And so I felt it from male figures in my life. And I'm just like, you know, do you need help? Like, how do you guys deal with stress? And they're just like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just like they just brush it off. So I feel like, why is it that guys feel as if feelings aren't as important to express, or they're not able to express their feelings as freely as females?
Dun, 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 dun.
For the most part, I think it's being able to accept that you have emotions, and guys don't ever want to expose them because it looks feminine, and you're always supposed to be looked as masculine.
Can't hear you.
Oh, my bad. So guys are supposed to have this stigma that they're supposed to be super strong and super masculine, and when you are talking about your feelings, that really doesn't, or at least for the black community, that really isn't something that you're supposed to be as a strong black man. You're supposed to not have any real emotions other than what society would tell you should. So most men would feel uncomfortable and intimidated about opening up about what they feel because they're scared that they'll be judged, they're scared that people will misunderstand them. And that's the worst thing about it, is that people spend more time trying to dissect you rather than understand where you're coming from.
Do you think it's something that's going to change? Like, do you think over time, you know, black people will become more prone to seeking help and speaking to someone? Yeah.
Not to knock psychology or anything related to it, but
Yeah, because I'm a major. I'm here.
I'm here for you.
Tell me my degree don't mean nothing.
Right. But I was like, what's up? As we're talking about feelings, she like about to threaten you. What's up?
No, I won't take it that far, but the key thing I learned in psychology, or rather just counseling, is that you know, you have to buy into what that psychologist is actually saying or prescribing you to. You know, you can say all day, this is what's going on, or rather you can have your friends or your closest people tell you all day what's going on, but until you actually make the mental connection in your head, it's either the psychologist is telling you what to think, or you need to be open enough or strong enough to know what you think and what you feel is adequate and important. So you have to be very careful, because you can end up listening to psychologists or counselors who really don't know what's going on. They have the title, they have all the
That's true.
I completely agree with that. I completely agree with that, because I feel like when it comes to helping, trying to become a better person or coming out of a funk, it all goes down to who you are and what you really want in life. And with psychology, I mean, I used to have that mindset where I was just like, I can't really help these people. It's what they want to do. And people think, okay, I'm paying $300, you know, I'm gonna get some help, I'm paying this much an hour, so that means it works, you know. versus saying maybe if I just take a step back from the world, that step I need, maybe I'll be okay. Because with psychology or psychologists and therapists, I feel like people see it as, okay, I'm paying this person to hold me accountable for my actions and my emotions and what I'm going through. So, you have friends and family to do that for you, but people don't see that like that. It's like, my friend's gonna judge me. My mom's gonna tell me to drink tea. That's not for everybody, Maya. I know, I'm joking, but on a serious note, but that is true. People think by paying somebody to be to hold them accountable, it's easier to go through the motions versus my best friend is here. Let me talk to her. It's harder to talk to somebody who's close to you.
Yeah.
In my opinion, yeah.
Yeah, it can be. That is definitely a thing. Like, especially in our relationship, I'd be like, Maya, just tell me, because I'm all about feelings, y'all,
and I'm all about pleasing alone.
Like, Maya, just let me know what's going on. So I can definitely understand that. It can be hard opening to people. So with that,
almost in the sense though, where you have to trust that person is capable of handling your issues.
Right.
People have to go home and actually deal with real shit, and so when you're speaking to somebody who's immature or new to even just human emotion, you don't want to carry your feelings lightly because they are.
But that comes to who do you allow to stay in your life?
Exactly.
So I wouldn't allow somebody immature who I can't come up to you and say, hey, I'm feeling this way, or hey, this happened to me and it's got me down and I'm thinking some stupid thoughts. So it's just who do you have in your life and how do you hold them accountable to bring you up in life. I'm not saying they're the reason you're rising, but how do you hold them accountable as being a positive figure in your life to look up to and help guide each other.
Yeah.
So
well, on that note, I hope you guys at least learned your first lesson today. Okay. May is Mental Health Month. So before you
stop judging your friends.
Right. Stop judging her. People do her. Even that one, we all got that one mean girl that we know. And she's probably going through something.
You just why are you like this? Who raised you?
I don't know about all of that. Right. So just be for all of you guys that's listening, just be aware that mental health is a real thing. It's not excluded in the Black community. It's not something, you don't got to be strong for everything. And if you ever had the opportunity to see someone and you want to share your experience, email me at asemesteroff@gmail.com and let us know about your experience. You can be anonymous. You can DM me. You can, Now y'all, onto this, look here, this brick truck opening. Okay.
Explain the situation because I did not.
So what had happened was a brink truck, basically the employee noticed that there was money coming out because apparently what happened was the door was open and all this money, bukus of money, fell on the highway. Or
so was able to pay my car tuition?
Girl, so this is what happened. So apparently people said that there was a bus driver, as well as someone else, I believe it was in a white car, that had stopped. Can you imagine the bus driver was like, hold up little kids. I know you want to go home. I know you want to go home. But I got to pay bills. And y'all know that she's so much money enough. So you know what? The crazy part is they're doing a search. And they're telling these people that they had a particular deadline to return this money or as the investigation will continue. First of all, your mistake, finders keepers. We live in America where they tell us.
So they know it was me that's on my face?
There have been some people apparently that have called and given them tag numbers or whatever. But I feel like that's disrespectful.
It's honest, but at the same time, I'm like...
Trump's not honest. Who cares about honesty?
So the money's flying out. People are collecting it, and this person's fired.
I don't know. That would be so sad though if he lost his job. Yo, but what if it was a setup?
Not even. So you didn't notice a whole ass door was open?
I don't think it was.
No, I don't get it. You don't notice a whole ass door is open?
That's your conspiracy theory look.
No. No, but what if for real? But no, he probably low-key, I feel like
was he new? There's a lot, because the way I see it, there's a lot of things that's playing into it. If he was new, I don't understand, but I could see.
But to not lock a door correctly?
To not close the door, forget locking, because
I mean, it's not like he left it wide open, busted wide open. No, like he just, I guess it was subtle or whatever. Like, so
it's kind of funny to think when did he notice this money flying? Like when you're driving, you always have to be looking, at your surroundings. So when did he notice?
I think I don't know.
When it was too late.
Right.
That's the thing. So I'm like, I can't really believe that it's not going through my
head. But he focused on driving and texting is real distracting. So driving and texting, driving and looking. No. So driving and looking for money is real distracting. So I have a question for you guys. Would you stop to pick up this money?
Absolutely.
Right. You know me in a whole right. I would like just open the door this way. Right. Like I buy a new one.
Taking advantage of opportunities.
Right. I cannot. Okay, so then my next
that's the only time. Actually, that's the only time you can say everyone had the same opportunity. Like.
Last month I picked up $40 off the convenience store I was at.
That was mine. I don't know where you were, but it was mine. So he owed me $40.
I cannot. But so then to piggyback off of that, would you also return the money knowing that they have an open investigation and some people
I wasn't there.
So you're not so they're telling you right now they have an open FBI investigation.
Look, Sam,
you gonna have them pick you up at your house?
No, I'm like, I don't have cable. I didn't know any of this was happening.
I mean, if they're looking at tracking for your the serial numbers on there, that's one thing, but
yeah, it's one thing. Like they have my tag number. That's one thing. Film. I can't go to
tag numbers.
Like I can't go to jail. But then again, I wasn't driving that car, film. Like my best friend, she has an extra key. Like that's the kind of thing I wouldn't say. First, I would want to say
no. First of all, no. Yo, my name is Melissa. I'm not involved in any crime. Okay, no.
No, but like in all seriousness, like of course I would stop for the money. And if they have an open investigation, like. How about the money that's lost? Like that could have landed on a tree. Like like how open is it? Like are they looking through the streets? Are they looking inside the bushes? Like
that is true. That's a good point.
So like
mine is so mad. I'm so mad
this money. And I'm like, if I had this money, I'll be so mad if I had to reach
somebody. Where I could have a whole bag, huh? Girl, right.
Friend, what you doing?
Homie.
Friend, what we doing tonight? Like I cannot.
So we have agreed that ain't nobody returning this money.
I mean, if you have my tag, I don't know nothing. Don't start none, won't be none. That's how I feel about it.
No face, no case.
Spoken like the truth. What would you do, Melissa? Because I know you all about holiness and stuff like.
First of all,
type stuff.
First of all, okay, sometimes I be about that life. No.
In my defense, God said, Maya, I know you. God said, I know you shoved me. Here's this money.
First of all, I'm definitely picking up that money. Second of all, as far as I'm concerned, my car payment is already late, so I just hit him with a, the guy came to repossess it. He was just driving into my car as he came to repossess it. So facts. Like you gotta work, and then but you know what? I always wear my little head wrap. So I'm gonna have to get them. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure.
You're right. Going to a salon, straightening my hair.
Right. I'm gonna make sure I go like
the power of a black woman.
If anything, I always have because I have that emergency kit in my car, so I always got extra clothes or something. I'm wrapping my face.
I started that.
I'm wrapping my body like
I be in my work clothes. I got jeans in my.
Right, exactly, facts. So what I would do, I'll definitely pick up the money. If they have an open investigation, unless I hear on the news, we're looking for a license plate MELI 24, which is not a license plate, but then I'm, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I just gotta call them up and be like, so I mean, what is the time in prison?
I'm like, how much money do you think I steal?
Yeah,
how much money do you think I got? Because
for real, because I would,
they're like, oh, we think you have 100. You could keep that 100.
Keep that 100. I'm
gonna slide that right over.
Maybe that's the
How much money was lost?
But it can't go $60,000 was dropped. Girl, let me tell you. Listen, I'm gonna be like, you can take
a whole doctor's degree.
I would give you this $100 and be like, you know what? You give that to Big Sam.
Exactly. Like how much? Like how do they know how much you took? Like if I'll play smart, I'll give them half of that money. here's $1,000. That's all I got, fam. I don't know what else. I'm
$1,000? Oh hell no.
But let's say you got five grand. Like you got niggas seem so realistic. Like $1,000? Okay, fam.
Nah,
you
bro,
real.
I'm bougie. I'll give you a whole $100 and give you a whole little $20, like one
You
little
better
tip
hear
to the
it.
side.
And
So
then
I know you can't use it. I'm hurt.
Watch her transactions for the next 2 years of her life, girl.
I would deposit the money in my account.
I would
You're
not.
already guilty.
No,
You know, Bruce,
no, he said he would or wouldn't.
he would. You already guilty, cuz. They gonna tell you.
If I had the bank, I would call the police on you. Like,
I would go ahead and put that money in an ATM.
And you gonna get, if I had a quick answer for acronym for ATM to make it seem like nigga you steal it, I would be there right now. But you would be caught
Shout out
immediately.
J. Cole.
I'm dead.
yeah, because you would easily caught. Like, I would pay everything in cash. I would drive up to my car place and be like, Sam, I got y'all. Like, what y'all need?
Bruh. Oh no. I mean, I'm not returning. No.
My thing is, like, I mean, if that was my company, like, he wouldn't just be, like, fired. Like, because if they can't find that money, they have to sue him for that money, you know?
I don't know if they would. I don't know what they would do in that
I
particular
would.
case.
I mean, I'm not saying you go do that to him. Like, I don't know about his financial problems. So if you sue me,
I know.
you're not getting nothing but a shoe. Like, like one shoe, not like a whole pair.
So ain't nobody here returning the money, and everybody here is picking up. So we got that.
You heard me. I'm gonna return enough to get me out the case. Yeah, to get me out the case.
All right, so this Dollar Tree situation. So this employee was like, I told you to not like steal. He warned him.
Oh, so he gave him a warning.
And then he whooped him. And then his mom came in and was like, nah, you're not gonna touch my child. So what do you do in that situation? Like, would you let somebody whoop your child? Your grown child?
Yeah, no.
The levels of hands I'll be putting on this employee. Like,
So it doesn't take a village. So it doesn't take a village.
Okay, look. It's different. Because I literally need like a back.
I never just playing devil's advocate like that because ain't nobody touching my 8 kids that I'm trying to have.
Exactly, but it's different. Like, that's why I was in the backstory. Like, for example, let's say this child is
I don't
like
want
the
kids, by the
devil's spawn. Like, I'm talking about this mother does not whoop the kid, does not, not punish, like just basically train the child to, go out in public. Like, someone has to train this child because if he goes to high school,
So you don't let this man whoop your child?
No, you have to understand. If he goes to high school, someone's gonna knock his teeth out. Like, I'm just saying, if it's like to the point where this mother is not, basically being a mother to this child, and you're not punishing him when he needs to be punished, someone has to handle that. But no, if that was my child, on God.
The options that you dropped right now.
Like, my dude, like, of course, cause I know personally I'm gonna raise my children right, I'm gonna be like, you don't steal, you don't do certain things,
But you're always gonna have that one, that one child. There's always that one child that just wants to give you a heart attack, like all the time.
And I mean, from backstory, yeah, if that was the case, I'm like, when your kid gets to high school, he's gonna get his teeth knocked out. But as far as the employee putting his hands on somebody who is not related to him in any shape, way, form, no.
Agreed. I mean, you can handle that in a few different ways, but you don't want to try to do that when you're mom up. Like,
True.
Yeah, like,
that's true.
You're gonna be like,
I wouldn't want him to touch my child, but I feel like had I spoke to the man, I would have been so happy that he didn't call the cops on my child.
But don't get me wrong.
You know what I'm saying?
But my kids, I was like, can I borrow the belt?
True.
Because
That's what I would have preferred. I would have preferred that he spoke to the mother and was like, yo, listen, like, you got 2 things right now. You can either tell your son to get out, or you can have me call the cops. Like, for being the Dollar Tree, you don't want to go to jail for something that's right. Come on, like, I mean, $1.06. What is that? So,
like, what is that? Like, go play a piano when it's out of the street or something. Like,
yeah, because he said he gave him warnings. So that's definitely something. Like,
yeah, but even if you gave him warnings, like,
you're not touching my child.
You're not touching my child. But if you give him a warning, like, that's not doing anything. He's a child. Go talk to the mother, the one who's responsible for his actions right now at the age he's at, I'm not saying, everything he does is because of his mom, but he's at a young age where his mom is who you speak to. Like, he's an adolescent. Like, he's a dependent.
Right.
So if
my kids are important to me.
You need to tell me, hey, your kid is stealing And then I'll be like, can I borrow your belt? Not. Like, what is wrong with
Wait,
you?
first of all, is you pulling out swords or is you pulling out belts? Like, I'm. Oh my goodness. All right, so
This guy?
Facebook and online dating. I don't even know why I put this on here.
I
Just so.
have a side note. I did not know Tinder was just to have sex. Did you guys know that?
I've never had a Tinder, so I don't even know. I don't know.
I've never had one either.
Is Tinder the same thing? I swipe left or swipe right? Is it swipe? Do you swipe?
I don't know what
I don't
Tinder
know.
is. I know it's a dating site, but I've never gone on it. But I have a friend who was telling me how, she went on Tinder to find love. She was talking to me and so, hey,
You're on Tinder.
That's what it's coming down.
right? It sounds like. And then
I mean, we are in Atlanta, so.
and she said she did find somebody on Tinder, and they fell in love. So I'm like, okay, I can see where you're coming from. You might think you could find love on here, of course, because it happened before, but this other girl put in her input. She goes, Tinder is to have sex. Is for people who trying to hook up, a little quickie, a little something, on the side. Like, I was just like, oh, what you talking about? Like, they advertising Tinder, black people meet and Christian mingle on TV. Like, we about to find the love of your life. Like, you about to settle down type shit. Like, what do you think? Well, okay, but the Facebook thing.
Yeah, no. People been meeting on Facebook way before that came, so I'm not gonna. I don't even know why I put that on there.
Isn't that how people get catfish? Like,
right?
Shout out to Catfish.
Right.
Would
you? I don't think I can see myself dating online. I go speed dating 500 times before I go dating.
Yeah, I do speed
and there's
dating.
no knocking it down. It's just like I'm already afraid, like, because you're already putting your preferences on there. What if somebody's just trying to be your preference? You know damn well you don't like to read books, but you gonna come here with a whole miseducation of a Negro out the first day. I'd be like, well, I like to educate myself, and so so they can basically shape themselves to be that person that you want to be with, and then
you could try to think about that. That
something.
is scary.
That's the thing, yeah. Like, no, I wouldn't.
Tested. Like, their friends are getting tested before I even talk to them. Like, nah, fam. Bruce,
No, I've never had a
Bruce,
Tinder
you
account.
about to sleep? You okay?
Yeah, I was almost about to fall, but no, I don't really believe in online dating. I think it's a cool thing to sort of do to the extent where you're just trying to get to know somebody. That's cool. But people are really out here lonely. People are really out here without what they want, and they just sort of
And they actually
convince
think
themselves that that's where it is. Like, if I don't know what you look like physically with my own eyes outside of a computer screen, no, I'm straight.
Yeah. All I can say is I just wish I invested some stocks into Love Facebook. That's all I can say. Love Facebook. And then Chloe at the Cavs game. Nothing super crazy, but she loyal. She real loyal. No comment on that. What's the look?
This is me.
What's the look, Bruce? What's the look? Go ahead.
And Grandma said these hoes ain't loyal.
Hey, shout out for LeBron with that amazing game.
I'm weak.
I'm not even gonna keep. I'm gonna keep my opinion to myself.
Right. So, we do have some Ask Meli questions. The crew and I are here or whatever. So, it's that season, people graduating. This question is, I'm about to graduate this semester and about to be a free man, y'all. With that being said, I know that a relationship between students and professors is highly prohibited, but as a man who is about to no longer be a student, I want to ask, so do you think it would be cool to holler at my professor?
Holla. Okay.
Hey, Lil Shawty. Go ahead. Actually, let Bruce answer this.
Because I have a lot to say, but okay, go ahead, Bruce. Should he holla?
I mean,
Is that even appropriate? Like, what?
Let me holla. What is she, a dog? Like, what is wrong with you? Who raised you?
I mean,
Bruce looked like he had no problem. Bruce's face is like, why you ain't holler while you was there? You got an A, like, right? Look at, when he wants to be politically correct.
He's like, you need some tutoring.
that's tough. But no, I mean, if you're not a student no more, it's free game. But if you are a student, then it's wrong.
it's wrong. But he's in college. Of course, it's wrong. No. Okay, listen.
Oh my God! Plot twist.
No, listen. Okay, look.
Bruce keeps looking up, and it's
My personal opinion on that.
this way.
First of all,
Yes.
if he, let's say he asks her out and she says yes, she needs to get fired because clearly you are having illicit
You
thoughts
having these thoughts.
about your student already, prior to him not being your student. Of course you didn't act on it, but fam, okay, you know the rules. You're trying to tenure and you're trying to, lose your job at the same time. But I personally think he should go for it. Like, he's not in school anymore. But I mean, even so, if she's not his professor anymore, I'm pretty sure, the class don't take that long, 3 months after that, it's free game. I personally think he should go for it because I've had my personal shares of having a crush.
I was like, we gotta start the section right now.
Room was about to get real quiet.
I was like, wait, I thought you went to tutoring. I was about to
I'm joking. I just wanted to see how you guys would
your sister.
I just want to see how you guys would react. No, I believe it's fair game. Yes, you're not in her class anymore, and you have this feeling for her. You never know where it might go. Like, but how old is this lady? Like, if
He didn't say.
Cause I'm like, if you're like 25 and she's like 68, fam, there's a problem with you. Like, there's a serious problem, and
What was it? Oh no, let me not even.
But would it matter?
The age, girl, that's none of my business. All I'm saying is, I don't know. I always find there's always that line for me. So I'm like,
oh yeah, you also be like, oh, it's authority, and I'm like,
it's weird. It's so weird. That's like dating your manager. Some people think it's normal. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. I'm sorry. It's weird because I've always been, like, this is why I took the semester off so I can think for myself. But but you know what I'm saying? It's just you're always told no. That's not the right thing to do. So it's just maybe I would need to know how old they are. I feel like the age would probably do a little bit.
Most definitely.
Because for me, it's like, I mean, if she like hitting T-Rex age and you over here, done graduated and you advanced.
like she's walking,
You
like dust
graduated.
is flying off. You gotta stop.
Dust. Wow. Okay. Well. Bruce, no, give that face to the camera right there. Go ahead. Just like.
Okay.
But I don't know. You do you, boo. All right. But I know this is Ask Meli, but in my personal opinion, clearly you are attracted to this young lady, or hopefully this young lady. So you are attracted to her, so you should definitely do what you feel is best. Just know if you're going back to get your master's degree, it's still prohibited. All right. So
change schools, transfer, bitch.
yes. And just know she probably making bukus of money. Well, yeah, college. Right, college professors do make money, so just make sure you have the money because she's probably not gonna wanna, especially if she taught you, she's not gonna want to deal with you if you can't.
If you were in her class, she was like, you done.
Could you imagine the class be like business and he's like super broke? That's
not even that. What if like he's sitting in a class and he has the worst scores on everything? I'm talking about like straight negatives. like
All else.
like he has to come to tutoring to get a 0, like type shit. Like he owes her grades, So what if like I feel like he also has to gauge like her personality and how she felt. Like you can't just throw yourself in there because you might get hurt. Like, and also if I was a teacher and you're getting like F's and you want to come ask me out, I'm like, buy me a house and I'm gonna walk away I do, like
quickly.
Like, where are you going with me? Like, like I'm older, like I think like that, so you gotta think, how would she be thinking right now? Like, can you support her, if you guys were to get to that level?
Yeah, that's true. Facts. Well, guys, I laughed a lot on this first episode. This first episode, right. Ooh, the first episode is done! But, I can't wait till tomorrow's episode. I cannot wait. Tomorrow's episode is gonna be so just like I can't wait to hear what
okay,
people
everyone,
say.
sneak peek of tomorrow's episode.
Boop.
No.
I'm weak. Okay, but I guess before we leave, random fact: did you know that stressed is desserts spelled backwards? I didn't know that.
Stress?
Stressed is desserts spelled backwards.
Stressed. Oh, okay.
I didn't know that. What? Okay, so
But also-
I should let you guys know we have like a little also random fact, and that was your also random fact.
It makes sense because when you break up with your boyfriend, you go eat ice cream.
Right. I didn't know that. That's a little cute fact. And then of course your sweetened reminder, because Sugas, we gotta leave you with something good in life. All right, a little side note, positive note before we end here.
Stay in school. Don't date your teachers.
Well, what I was gonna say.
Keep all your money.
What I was gonna say is sometimes in life you do have to take a break and just be good to yourself. Just remember to be good to yourself. On that note, my loves, just know that if you have an experience about a time where you took a break or you took a semester off, it doesn't really have to be about school, just from a job, anything, and something happened that was different in your life, let us know. Like, share. And then clearly we can speak about it if you want. You can stay anonymous. If you have Ask Meli questions or anything like that, send all your questions, your reminders, your feedback to asemesteroff@gmail.com. All right, y'all. Well, we'll see you next time. This is right now, Sugas.